the Lord's batteries.
Ruinous favor prevails.
Gaze upon the path.
Empyrean, take this sacrifice.
place for contemplation. One has the best view of the cathedral from here. Mesmerizing, wouldn't you say? An impeccable... That is the purpose of all temples to the God Emperor. To inspire awe and reverence. For it is the duty of his servants to persevere in their tireless service until they are presented with a chance. Allow me to introduce myself. Conrad Voigtveer, Master of Whispers, in the employ of Her Ladyship robe trader Theodora von Valencia. My regards, Lieutenant General. The Astra Militarum is the hammer of the God Emperor, isn't that what they say? Well, I will be frank with you. You may forget your past titles, no matter who gave them to you, or what their origins are. From the moment you and the other candidate were brought aboard this void ship, your fate changed. You now serve Lord Captain Theodora von Valencias, and carry the burden of an heir, so that you may fulfill your blood duty. Whatever obligations you had before, they are henceforth null. I see that you are shocked. Yes, you understood correctly. Lady Theodora's authority indeed supersedes that of those whom you obeyed before. The Lord Captain's power is so great that she is capable of performing unthinkable feats, such as changing the fate of a servant of the Imperium. Your fate. There is, and you will meet him soon enough. But of course, I have come to invite you to a meeting with Lady Theodora. I imagine you have many questions for your patron, the Lord Captain and Master Edelthrad von Valencias.
Embrace true power. Powers unseen uncover my path. Intriguing. The world trembles beneath my feet.
inhabitor astais. Kveferum sanat. Kve medicae non sanat, ferum sanat. Dignitate
The world will bow.
Habe fiduciam in Deo Imperator, ex tota corde tua. Disciplinam Deo Imperator, nec deficienmus. Sapiens delinabitum astais.
I tread a path unexplored.
One of the Fon Valencia's trophy rooms. Perhaps you would like to take a look around after your audience with the Lord Captain.
What's happening? Run! The servitors have gone berserk!
Let us savor the coming storm. Ruin Pens. purpose guides me. I will not stoop to this. I won't waste my time on that.
Death to the heretics!
I need no...
What suspiciously poor timing for such an accident. Servitors malfunction on the... I'm afraid I must remain here. For Lady Theodora's safety, I have to oversee...
Embrace true power. Powers unseen uncover my path. The world trembles beneath my feet. Let's seize the opportunity. Intriguing. the world will bow.
That is simply irrational, Lady Theodora. Assimilation into the trade structure would be political and economic suicide. Practically an admission of heresy.
Then suggest an alternative that will satisfy me. I have described the situation. No worse than my seneschal could have done. While you are considering your answer, Edelthrad, I wish to speak with someone else. Perhaps...
What is this? Is this someone from your retinue, Theodora? Do you permit your
I give that permission to those with something of substance to say. Let us see if it was worth it. Consider this hypothetical situation. Ion 6. A new world on the fringes of the Coronis Expanse. High seismic activity, regular magma eruptions, metamorphic rock deposits, prospects for large-scale mining. The world is populated by natives who worship some heretical underworld spirits that protect those who offer them sacrifices. Flights of fancy, you might say, but attempts to install ore extractors have failed for the second time. The mining crew sent to the planet's surface simply vanished overnight. My question to you is, what would you do with this poisoned treasure? Reasonable and prudent. However, chasing after ethereal creatures may prove a rather long and fruitless endeavor.
Apart from Xenos, an untrodden planet might be teeming with myriad horrors that are far more dangerous and difficult to eradicate. I suspect that you are simply unaware of their existence. Insolent, ignorant upstart. How dare you!
Edelthrad, I believe I gave you an assignment on this ship. Explain to me then why my senior congregator is still dawdling about the...
I beg your forgiveness, Lady Theodora. Your presence has such a profound effect on me that I well forgot the time.
So, why are you here? You are direct. I approve. But you will have to wait. There is something I want you to understand first. My name is Theodora von Valancius Massimo of Scaris. I am a rogue trader in the service of the God Emperor of humanity. And my rights and freedoms are vindicated by a most sacred relic. It is my decision alone to determine the fate of whatever I find past the bounds of the explored void. Every world I discover, along with all there is to find thereon. Resources... Oh yes, you would be, wouldn't you? The question is, am I ready to choose you over the rest? You came aboard hours before the warp jump, and have not yet distinguished. Blood right alone is not enough to earn the high honor of becoming the bearer of a warrant of trade. Nonetheless, your abilities and talents may yet prove useful. If not for the role of Lord Captain, naturally. Some have yet to arrive on board, but you have had the pleasure of meeting one of them. Edelthrad may be somewhat disconcerted by the scale of the responsibilities that may potentially fall upon his shoulders. Impatience. I am rather fond of impatient people. They are not as quick to resign themselves to circumstance and more eager to show initiative. Service in the Astra Militarum is a trial from which very few people emerge with their life. That you have risen through the ranks of the Imperial Guard and assumed command of an army is a testament to your... Moreover, even changing your family name will not rid you of the fame you previously garnered. I hope it will also help you bring glory to the von Valancius dynasty, to which you now belong. His kinship to me is most distant, as is yours. Nonetheless, he does bear the name von Valancius, even if he avoids using it publicly, and as such, strictly speaking, can be considered my... I have some time before the Navigator gives the signal to initiate the Void Ship's translation out of the warp, and my presence is required on the bridge. Is that so? Perhaps the technomats were careless during maintenance. Or it could be the warp playing tricks on us in spite of the Gallifrey.
Lady Theodora, for the God Emperor's sake, surely you do not intend to start repeating idle rumors spread about by uneducated riffraff.
Enough, Abelard. Such hearsay amuses me. Idira eagerly retells me everything she learns from the whispers of her unseen advisors. This ship is ancient. It has enough hidden nooks, malfunctioning cogitators, and unused compartments to make ignorant folks speak of specters dwelling inside the bulkhead. Observe, learn, absorb. It will take time for you to find your bearings aboard this vessel and in your new position. Eventually, I will find a post that suits you as I did. The Rykad system, the domain of rogue trader Winterscale, one of my peers. And rivals. Besides me, 2 other rogue traders exist in the Corona. I set the course for Rykad on the demand that... Sometimes I forget that people without direct access to a ship's bridge may... Vessels such as this one are capable of leaving real space and traversing into the warp, an otherworldly dimension of cruel and unthinkable forces. By entering it under the protection of the Gellerfield, we shorten the route to our destination, crossing distances that would require... You can start by not asking questions of this sort. I have no need for sycophants. I will draw my... In that case, I shall head to... Disturbances reported on the adjacent...
Your existence is naught but ashes.
Your Emperor won't save you!
Look out! That's gotta hurt!
Break their morale!
guides me. Death to the weak. Your end is
My ears are ringing.
unbelievers.
Ravage and conquer. Purpose guides me.
I serve the ruinous powers! Out of my way!
I've suffered worse. Effectively sound approach.
Follow my lead. The glory of the Imperium! Chaos guides me!
Ruin beckons. I will triumph.
Don't touch me!
Weapon at the ready! Ah! Death to the heretics!
I need no guidance.
The Imperium!
Mort, take a team with you and clear a path to the transport line. Do you not... Didn't bat an eye when that scum burst onto the deck, huh? Not bad. I have seen many an officer who panicked at the sight of... Mort has gone on ahead to clear a path for us. If you want to make yourself useful, go after him and see if the Arch-Militant requires aid. And be quick about it.
I tread a path unexplored. There is a fervor in my soul. Time to leave my mark upon the galaxy. Fate beckons me. Uncover my path. There is a fervor in my soul.
Thank Providence you are alive and well.
Always on time, eh, Coonrad? The moment we finish chasing the riffraff around the deck, you show up. Oh,
Mort, hold yourself together.
what? Did the Lord Captain send you to chivvy us along? We're all done here. I'll report right away.
Master of Whispers, what is happening on my ship? The Voxnet is silent. The Voxmaster is not responding. Armed assailants have stormed the officer's deck, and my arch-militant just destroyed several more
I have not yet received word from the Engineerium regarding any Geller field failures, but communications were already unstable half an hour ago, and now they have ceased altogether. Whatever the cause may be, the consequences are spreading fast. I am receiving scattered reports from the middle decks, and the only Voxcasts from the lower bays are one-way heretical gibberish. That the madmen have...
First, we have to confirm that the bridge and the navigator's sanctum are secure. And I have the means. Edelthrad, where is he? I must know if he is unharmed. A psycho aboard a ship that is potentially being assailed by the war could...
I tried to locate him, but the last thing known about his movements is that...
Blast it! Master of Whispers, find Edelthrad immediately. Seneschal, locate Tlas and the Sister of Battle. Both are...
If I may, Lord Captain. Transitional Deck 18 is at the heart of the disturbance, and...
Then it's settled. Find Edelthrad and bring him here. In whatever state you find him. This elevator leads to restricted compartments such as my personal chambers and the bridge. Do not... Then move out! Mort, come.
Are you ready to head to 18? It is a long walk, and you do not even have proper gear. Oh, certainly. Lady Theodora would be devastated if she... Careful, careful. Be gentle with our guest. She has an important mission to complete during our visit to the Warren Chamber, and for that, I need her breathing. Oh, you are back with us, I see. Delightful. You must have hit your head harder than I thought. No matter. Very little. We are in the anteroom of the Warren Chamber. This void ship's most hallowed vault. There, beyond those gates, lies the relic that gives Theodora all of her power. I am afraid that you have no choice in the matter. Try to resist, and I will demonstrate the power that the warp holds over mortals. Did you forget something? I suggest you hurry. Did you forget something? I suggest you hurry.
High levels of caustic humors. The subject is in a state of heightened stress. Do you require assistance? Genetic code identified. Child of House von Valancius. Request accepted. Initiating defense protocol.
There is still another way!
The world trembles beneath my feet. Time to leave my mark upon the galaxy.
Escort the child of the house to safety. Distance from the current location to the nearest arsenal. Initiating situational calculations. Voxcast frequencies disrupted.
Restore communication with the navigator sanctum. I am trying to contact the bridge. If anyone can hear me on this
Communication protocols breached. Signal latency assessment unavailable. Unable to establish two-way temporary obnubilation following acute stress. Mobile unit of the Warren Sentinel standing by. Middle and upper decks. Assuming the probability of safe placement in areas of concentration of armed units, calculating. To prevent unauthorized units from breaching the warrant chamber, preempt...
Intriguing. world will bow. My aspirations transcend humanity. Let's seize the opportunity. I am not afraid to embrace the revelations that make others shriek and cover. That is the difference between me and ignorant filth. Embrace true power. There is a fervor in my soul. Powers unseen uncover my path. My ascension has only just begun. My aspirations transcend humanity. I tread a path unexplored.
Run, fools, or fall! Mistress? Whatever are you doing in the warren chamber? How did you... Throne, preserve me! What is the meaning of this? What? Serving the gods of the war? Kunrad is a heretic! Oh, Voidfear, you void rat! Madness. And this mutiny is likewise his doing, no doubt. Indeed. Indeed. That is easier said than done, of course. But you're in a bad way. I can treat your wounds. I have a Medicaid kit. And for the love of the throne, now is not a good time to be walking around the decks without means of self-defense. Here.
Reject the very idea. I will not stoop to this.
Look no further. Light of terror, guide our way. You are injured. I must dress your wounds before we go any further.
Time to leave my mark upon the galaxy.
You are injured. I must dress your wounds before we go any further. Let's patch you up. That is a noticeable improvement. Now you're prepared for the trials ahead. The lower decks are teeming with heretics instigating the rabble to revolt. But that is the least of our problems. The ship's enforcers are rounding up the scoundrels and suppressing the resistance. But that is not the worst of it all. All these jolts and shaking are most alarming. These are signs that the navigator and the master helmsman are having difficulty translating the ship out of the warp and into real space. I fear that they may have already lost control. Come.
To all loyal sons and daughters of the God Emperor! Fight the heresy and corrupt...
The Lord Captain is calling her crew to battle, which means the Vox networks are set up for broadcast transmission, not message exchange. Splendid.
You make a suitable sacrifice offering.
The Emperor is with us.
Surrender to the dark powers.
Indeed. Follow my lead. At your beck and command, took care of this one. That's not the Seneschal's job.
Purpose guides me. Satisfying demise. This is beneath me. A blood-soaked tribute.
Chaos guides me! Ah! Death to the weak! Ah! Death to non-believers!
It will be done. I'd rather not.
Amidst the carnage, I find purpose. Ruin beckons, death shall reign. There is a fervor in my soul.
I am at your service. Marching on.
My ascension has only just begun. The world trembles beneath my feet.
Someone else can do this.
Let's seize the opportunity.
Look no further.
On the threshold of the blinded guide, doom comes from the heavens.
Parson, watch your head. Idira, would it be too much to ask that you phrase your soothsayings plainly for...
Sorry, old man. The voice is us.
This is Idira Tlas, personal psyker and diviner of her ladyship...
I'm not drunk, old man. I'm suffering the effects of the warmth that is seeping through these walls. The whispers hold me. The ones I could make out among all the screams and screeches. Those who are rocking this.
What? You don't mean the engine Seer Prime is...
Said, without a doubt. And the voices wail, heralding countless nightmares, cackling at each soul among the hundreds that are now joining the warp.
Officers frequency. To all who can hear me, those with a weapon in their hands are to gather on the officers' deck at once. I repeat, gather on the officers' deck at once and prepare to...
That's Edelstrat! Oh, Emperor's Providence! The other heir lives as well. Quickly, we must head to...
Not so fast, old man. If we drown in the warp, Lady Theodora's heirs won't be any good to us. If Edelstrat's like me and hasn't yet surrendered his mind or body to the
Blast it! You're right. First, we need to deal with what is happening here.
Oh no. No. Nothing is well about him. Can't you feel the chill crawling on... But we're not just going to stand here and take it, are we? The state of things in here suggests there's a navigator around. Maybe one...
Intriguing. Time to leave my mark upon the galaxy.
Your seneschal is always there for you.
Embrace true power. I am the harbinger of discord!
Your Emperor won't save you!
On it.
Your efforts amuse me.
What of course farewell. Was that you? Or...
That's your beck and call. One fewer tongue. I took care of this one.
Let's get to it.
Purpose guides me. One step closer.
Anything else? What an unfortunate turn of fate.
I'm not interested. I'd rather not. Indeed. That's not the Seneschal's job.
Hold on. Here we go.
I won't waste my time on that. Purpose guides me. I will triumph.
Will do. Be gone.
I believe Master Spider still lives. The servants are dead, but the chamber, thank the Emperor, is still sealed from the warp. Well, we have a chance of leaving this place alive.
is short. Fall to your knees, mortals, and behold the final dawn.
Ah! It came from beyond! His body is not his!
Its march thunders under the burden of hopes. Unseal your hearts, and I will flood your souls with myriads of words and meanings, each one a portent of salvation within me. Run! Flee from this place while I still have the strength. I can contain the intrusion, but not for long. We must begin the translation. Leave the wall. Run. The sanctum will be sealed. I will hold it off. Hold on. And wait for this.
The ship can only begin the translation with the assistance of the Master Helmsman, if he is still alive. It is worth a try. We must get to the bridge, but we will need support. Our only option is to fight our way to the officer's deck and join forces with Edelthrad and his people.
The spiders. How may I serve the dynasty?
I tread a path unexplored.
My whispers crave entertainment. Do you want something?
The world trembles beneath my feet.
Sometimes you can summon.
Yes.
Fate beckons me. Powers unseen uncover my path.
night's as good as ours! It's all over for you!
I shall pity not your enemies. I shall heed not their pleas.
Somebody shoot this!
Shall betray not your tenets, nor stray one step from them. Take not your gaze from me. Leave me not without your grace.
I told you he would protect us.
My God, my light, my Emperor.
Sister Argenta! Sister Argenta, it is a relief to see you. We require all the forces we can muster.
Your face, it is unfamiliar. Who are you?
Allow me, mistress. Sister Argenta, sacred warrior of the Adeptus Sororitas. Sister, this is Mistress von Valancius, a member of the Rogue Traders House.
The hour is dark and daunting. A ship abounds with corruption. The faces of friends are twisted by sneers of heresy. The eyes of comrades ignite with the arch-enemy's hunger. I will do what I must to halt the advance of the Dark Force.
Sister, I beg of you. Now is not the time for interrogations. The ship is under attack by heretics. We've been betrayed by our esteemed Master of Whispers. Edelstrad the Heir is waiting for our aid, and Lord Captain Theodore...
Very well. We may leave it at that, for now. I cannot wait to rain righteous fire down upon each and every heretic!
Sister Argenta is a guest of the Lord Captain. And that story deserves its own time and conversation.
Enough idle chatter. I am where I must be, and that will suffice.
Massacre, my lady! And heretics are not just killing the crew. Some kind of blight is sweeping through the decks, filling the air. I saw people going mad the moment they breathed it in.
Through this door. I shall join you, for it is my duty to the...
We will follow. For now, we will hold off any heretics who might try to crawl in through the cracks to join the main assault. And we'll take a look at the generators while we're at it. Those built...
Good to hear it. Sister?
Ready. May Terra's light illuminate our path through fire and darkness.
We are the spearhead of the Imperium. What advice do you seek?
My ascension.
Look no further. If such is the Emperor's will.
Let's seize the opportunity. Embrace true power. The world will bow. I tread a path unexplored. Powers unseen uncover my path. The world trembles beneath my feet. I march for power.
Your Emperor won't save you!
I'll do it. Rejoice in battle! Doubt is for the weak. As the Emperor commands, I act.
worthless.
Victory is imminent. I will do my duty. Reduce to dust!
I serve the ruinous powers!
I know what is to come. What of course? What
Converge! Purpose guides me.
Out of my way!
Just a minor setback.
Chaos guides me!
My prescience has failed me. God Emperor, move through me! Be the fire in my heart!
Someone else could do this. My place is at the fore. It will be done. One fewer target.
What is this foreboding? On it!
Shield us from this witchcraft!
I will triumph. I shall repay your strike, shan't I?
Doubt is for the weak.
Tried and tested tactics are the best ones. I'm not interested. Indeed.
My wits that crave entertainment.
Intriguing. Let's seize the opportunity.
Over there!
I tread a path unexplored.
We are the spearhead of the Imperium. Whatever you wish. The sooner we start.
Time to leave my mark upon the galaxy. unseen uncover my path. I reject the very idea. The world will bow.
The Emperor favors me today.
Intriguing.